Hello friends, today in this video I will show you how to use Azure Copilot in Azure Portal. Okay, so basically this is a tool provided by Microsoft in your Azure Portal. This is a AI tool basically. When you will ask some queries, it will directly give you the answers for that query, right? Instead of manually finding something, you can directly ask through that tool. It's a AI tool and it will give you the answer quickly, right? So we will see some basic operations, what we are going to do with this Azure Copilot, how it is going to help us in our daily to day, day-to-day activities in Azure portal. We'll see all this, okay? Now let me navigate to the Azure portal. I will just show you how to access this tool and how we can get answers to many of our queries quickly by utilizing this tool, right? Let me go to the portal. So you can able to see I have already logged into my Azure portal. And here to access to this Azure Pilot, what you can do, Azure Copilot, basically in the top ribbon you can able to see the search bar and next to that this is a Copilot button, right? Just click on that. The moment you will do that, so when you will start initially, like if you are not yet used, it might ask you to configure your, to select your subscription and all. Since I have already accessed it, it is directly, giving me this chat window, right? That is so easy. You just need to select your subscription and all, right? So here, what you can do, it will give you some queries automatically. uh, you can able to see here best built-in Azure policies to assign on my virtual machine resource, generate a breakdown of SQL database cost in a table, what policies are set in Azure security benchmark, catch me off on preview feature in Azure portal. So many things it is by default, it is prompting you. You can just select that, it will give you some answer for that. Okay. Now, so if I'll click on that, say I will say catch me off on preview picture in Azure portal. If I click on that, it will give you a answer for that. Okay, and that answer you can, instead of searching it manually, you can just getting all the answers in one place. You can just go through that and you can able to see here it has given us all these details, right? Azure portal offers several preview features. You can able to see here Azure uh, firewall preview feature, Azure AI search preview feature, general preview features. So all these details we got. Again, it started give prompting you some other questions as related to this particular topic. You can able to see what are the latest update on Azure firewall, and how can I enable PB picture in Azure portal? What are the limitations using Azure picture? So based on that, you'll again click on this, it will give you the details here, right? Now, suppose you want to see all your resource group, say whatever resource group you have created already as part of your Azure subscription, you want to see those. Here I can type, show me my resource groups, right? Well, click on this or press enter. It will list down all the resource groups I have, right? You're able to see it is trying to generate an Azure resource graph query for the list of resource group. It will just take few seconds, guys. It is so fast. See, you can able to see. First of all, it is giving me a query that you can run to get the name, ID, and all this list of resource group. Then it is telling me that here are the first five resource groups from your selected subscription, right? And you can explore all your resource groups in the Azure Graph Explorer against your selected subscription. So basically, it will give me the details of this resource group like this, right? If you want to, see all this, you can just click on that, and it will give you all the list in that Graph Explorer, everything, right? So if I will you can able to see this is the list of all the resource groups here, right? You can able to see it here. You can also run the same query here. If you say run query, it will give you the output as a result all this resource group, right? So this is how you can get all the resource group at one place instead of going and manually searching here. You can just query here. It will give you all the details, right? So say same way, I just want to say I will tell that show me my storage accounts. I'll say show me my storage accounts. So what it will do, it will again list down the all the storage accounts and it will generate a query like this. You can execute this query here and it will give you all the output, or else you can refer here only all this list of storage accounts or resource group, whatever you are querying, right? So basically you are getting all the details at one place, just to questioning this tool and it will give you a answer for you, right? So you can able to see here are the list of storage accounts. I have all these storage accounts here, okay? And you can also explore these details in the graph explorer. Click on this and run this query like this. It will give you all the details, right? So basically it is trying to show the details here only in the chat window itself, right? So similarly on that topic, related topic, it is showing me show me more details about a specific storage account, list all virtual machines in my subscriptions, what are available regions in my resources. If I click on this, it will show me all the regions for my resources, right? So it will list down all the regions basically. So this is how basically whatever you are asking here, say related to that content, it is again creating some queries to help you more on that particular, to go depth in that particular topic, right? So you can able to see it is trying to summarize by location all these resources. You can able to see here are the available regions for your resources, that is Canada Central, Central US, East US 2 and global, like this. Okay. Again, if you want to say I want to query like which region, I'm using most of the time to create a resource. Suppose I want to ask this, I want to check that actually what is the most used region for me while creating a Azure resource, right? So what is the frequent region that I am using while creating any resource, right? Where the frequency is more, right? Always I am trying to select that resource. So it will give me something like maybe East US it is. That's what I'm assuming, because I mean it will show you anyway again. So see what it is telling. The region you use most frequently to create resources is Central US with 14 resources created there. Okay, so maybe I was wrong. So maybe I was using Central US for most of the resources that I am creating. Okay, now you can again click here Azure Resource Graph Explorer. It will give you that queries. Again, if you'll execute, anyway, it is already giving you the result, but later. So you can able to see Central US and the count is 14. So 14 resources I have already created on this particular region, right? So this is the way you can get all the details like this. And suppose you want to check your billing details, I can ask like, can you forecast my consumption details for next 2 months, I can tell. So it will show me something, it will calculate. And so instead of manually calculating, you can get the details over here only. Suppose you want your billing details or I mean, whatever queries you have, instead of manually calculating, it will you can ask it here to the tool Copilot, which will help you, gather the information and it will show you, and it will always show the correct information, maximum chance. You can able to see it here. So based on your available data, the forecast cost of your subscription may be from July to July 12th. July 1 to July 12th is 563.4 INR. Please note that the forecast doesn't include the credits and taxes. Okay. So this is how you can get the overall result at one place. Instead of, see, I would have calculated manually and it would have taken more time for me. Okay. Instead of that, what I've done is I've asked the questions here and it gave me a correct output or at the same chart window itself, right? So you can able to see related to that, it again showed me some questions, right? What are the forecasted cost of for my Azure resources next month? Can you show me the forecast for my Azure subscription cost? How can I optimize my Azure resource usage? See, if I'll click on that, this is a very important question, right? So how you can optimize the cost of your Azure resources? It will give you some. Would you like to fix specific resource to view the corresponding recommendation? So if I'll say no, it will give me all the details. It will try to gather all the information. If you want to select yes, then it will show you which resource. Select that particular resource again on for that particular resource. It will give me some information, right? So you can able to see there are so many informations we got. You can able to see it here. Impacted resources. This is the virtual network that I have created. Category is high availability. Impact is medium. Okay. So you can able to see. So basically, it will show you what are the resources they are. I mean, consuming more cost and all. If you would like to see more recommendation, please visit this advisor. Okay. So this is where what you can do now. You can it actually listed down that what are the resources they are actually using more, which are highly available, impact is more. If you are if you are not using at all, say this is highly available and impact is high. If I am not actually using this, I can just go here and delete this resource and save some cost like that. So basically some recommendation it will give you. So you can able to see how it is showing me another question. How can I improve the security of my Azure resources? It will give you some information. If I'll click on this, so it will give me some resources on the security part, which is quite important. So you can able to see again, if you want to see any specific resource, you can just say yes, and it will show you which resource. You can just select the resources. Say I want, this resource group. This is I'll select. So it will show me the recommendation based on that particular resource that I have selected here. What I need to do more. How can I, make it secure? You can able to see here are some recommendation to improve the security of your Azure resources. So this is the high availability. Learn about this. And just click on this. Click here to see the details. What it is telling. Okay, it is redirecting that uh, recommendation page, and I can read it. What I need to do for better security and all. So basically, suppose you can ask some query also. I mean, based on some PowerShell commands or something, right? So say I will say here, can you write a PowerShell script to create a storage account, say. So what I'm asking here is, can you write a PowerShell script to create a storage account, right? Suppose you have a requirement to create a storage account using PowerShell. Instead of searching everywhere, you can just directly ask here, and it will give you a perfect script that you can copy and execute in your PowerShell ISC. Get the I mean to create the storage account. You can able to see we got the expected output. So This is the complete command, guys. So if I'll copy it, you just click on this copy button, which will copy the script to your clipboard. Now I can go to the PowerShell ISC. I will go to the new window and I will paste this. Let me just minimize this little bit, and you can able to see this is the script which it provided us, right? So this is the define the variables first. This is for the resource group and this is for the location. This is the storage account name. You can change this accordingly. Okay. The moment you will do that, so this is the storage account name. Ensure this is unique across your Azure. Step one, create a niche. So basically for a storage account, what you need is we need a resource group first and then the location and then the storage account details. So for the first thing is we need to create a new resource group, which is we can use new Azure resource group command, then name of that resource group that we are providing the variable here, right? And then followed by the location parameter, location we are defining here. Then finally we have to use the new Azure storage account, then to create a storage account, followed by the resource group name that we have defined it here, right? And then the name of the storage account where we are defining it here, my storage account, and then the location, then the SQ name. SQ name is standard LRS, kind is the storage account type, that is storage v2. So if I will execute this, definitely it is going to work. You can just change the name and whatever you want, the name of the storage account and resource. You can able to see the storage account has been created successfully, right? So you can able to see it here, right? Oh, it is already there, my storage account. So what it is does is what it is telling, the storage account name, my storage account is already taken, right? So what I need to do, I have to change the storage account name actually, because I have already, I will say this is new, say new, and resource group also we have to change. I will say new, okay, and that's it. If I'll do that, definitely it is going to work. Since there is a storage account with the same name, it didn't allow me. Otherwise, the query is perfectly, it will give you without any issue. Okay, perfect query it will give. You can just need to go and execute. That's it. You can able to see the storage account also created successfully. See, this is the what it has done. It has first created the resource group successfully. That is me, my resource group new, and then it created the storage account successfully. You can able to see here, right? My storage account new. So this is how you can use Copilot, Azure Copilot in the Azure portal, right? Hey guys, I thought to quickly show you how to use Azure Copilot for the day-to-day activity in Azure portal, and we saw how easy it is to use that Copilot. Just asking a query, and it will give you all the answers at one place on the same chat window itself. Okay, you can also ask for some PowerShell script, Azure CLI script, or any billing details, any storage account details, or any Azure resource details, anything you need. Instead of going and searching manually, you just query that chatbot and it will give you all the answers at one place. So I hope it this information will help you. Thanks a lot for watching this video. If you found this video little helpful for you, kindly subscribe to our channel to support us so that you will get lots of free Azure tips, different helpful Azure PowerShell commands, Azure CLI commands, different SQL Server tips and many more. Thanks a lot again, guys, and have a nice day. Bye bye.